Onyame bia ya fine.
Ya danyame ase papa na enne ni ye free say inkitahudi a ekosofa debt exchange program no na say intiase ya adwuma na ye ntem nka no all of a sudden ya tese boom I say monfo so what's happening?
Minji ne se intiase bia aye adwuma. Aban etiase se oman no mu aye den. We are in economic hardships. Na ubisa won se eba ne sen na ibedu bibia yedui. Ubisa asamo ayo motan ka and COVID in Ukraine. A COVID in Ukraine omo impact no obi enim say a global but yankasa locally and as internally no niema bebre wo ho a yenso yanye ni yi ama niema edu bibia yedui enti no se eba se yede nhihye bi ebegu akwan mu se ne be ya yenyina ye ho be hare ya ese se yedi kan no ye ne ye ho kasa bon niema bi a ye ebe affect nipa binom no ase yedi nkan consult omo na ye mo mote bibi a yedu no ase yie bon obana wosi o ebia wo mu se globally no there is crisis and so locally no yenga na ankasa no so no enieni mu no anase won a era na economy no yenso ya nya niema bi yie e wo kwan bi so ni nyina ka ho na ye ho akire ye na mom yesre mo say if next year econo kwan a ye fa so a ma ho tira ba na ye mfa so biom na je say eno no wedding kan age wo kra na ofum so atum na fe obe pre say nipa nyina ha emwa na ye mfa ye ntoma embo ntoma no se ne be ya measures a odibegu akwan mu no enyina betumi asupporto na akoyi eno no ema nipa akoma etoniem but it appears say aban wo hwese ne awon run your finance ne economy no sani am position no etia they have the penchant for taking unilateral decision and imposing on people even when they themselves have goofed okokoso problem na say they or how ba na mo pe ano aswa na mo impose solutions no e wo manfo so na me feel say di akoso but be edu no engine this be adwuma okay ya na nso yen che unilaterally varied the conditions of service of the labor unions on the campuses of public universities without recourse to them. It was much idea we trim yen twasu bio without recourse to us. Now to me vary will be conditions of service womra woni ndi ho enkita ho. Ene ye de cause strike yen kombra yasoso ano kaka ne seso na abai pese a debt exchange programming afi locally no nyama nhyehyɛ a opese odigu akwan mu ne se ye pension a ye wono opese eno nso ode ne nsaka apese bibinti ye odo nsaka ye pension a obi den ne sese wo ye woni nipa na e contribute to pension no woni omo ntena sinsin konya na wankasa wo nka nkyerɛ mo sɛ yankasa ya nya ye niema yi na amasa ya ba na we di sere mo nso mo moa ye nya ne sa na wanye sa o mo sɔre ya na mo announce ye na me ye bre ye sen fifure se ye bi daate se ne be ya yakɔ pension a ye ho nkyire no na wo kofa me pension na sa na afi enne me ho akere me na daate nso enidaso oni ho a wo mra wone me ensi nkonya ankama ntiase anya edwuma hwan na beti ase eno nti ayade a labor unions no yese yentase enra and me say TUC fair meeting of all labor unions and I was surprised to see the kinds of people or the kinds of unions are multi workers association na onyina account na edos yi na wo hwa ye kwa de kwa ye ntumi mpo ankasa bi people are very angry well Obia buefu say bibi sampo why didn't you consult? What take a decision area fiance and also me na consult? Who does that? It shows it betrays a certain fundamental misunderstanding of governance. No, I say you bet to me it's a liberal democratic party, but you bet to me impose wishes and decisions on people. Can you know and a labor union heads now motinase now abide to me impose nemedia or moso. Now she said the caliber of people leading the labor unions and tiasesa yentinase ma wo de won kwaye won ma a pagea na fe hope the solution bar. You want to impose a solution also on the people. If you want to impose, go ahead and impose. But it should not include the use of our pension. I know you am
Okay, into two or three questions. First, let me share the associations are in the Secretary General of TUC in a press conference. Nobubo said, Omoye present at the briefing. Now, Ghana National Association of Teachers, the Ghana Medical Association, University Teachers Association of Ghana, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association of Ghana, and Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEU. The main associations are not present.
I don't think these are the main associations. I was there yesterday.
Okay.
There were more.
Wow.
Mortuary Workers Association. And your point about Kubichi, and Mr. Why not say if you mortuary. I'm saying, I different associations.
Essentially, say strike action a year, Juma. The entire country is coming to a halt, right?
No, you want to shut down the entire public service and say, "Abano, say no penna." say for far too long and since independence, labor has been treated with contempt. Now, so it is the toil of labor, sacrifices, and sika abide easily. When you say a bus about taxes here, baby, to me, easily any labor for labor for a salary, and no to me, so easily. And for the luxury and opulence of politicians, and it has gone on to the beer will be a public servant na the biana on per se obey the will come be a crown now. Is no crown now. But baby, I do know. So when them say we suffer to gain, into say and there won't na and there see a penny. When say that a be now this kind of debt exchange program, where they workers attention at a suffer to suffer, and they will suffer. It's not ubedu pension, so I don't suffer. Then ye kwaya nearby. Yes, I did na political elites. One year down no. Omo secure investment. One year omo retirement. One be job as gracia. One be job BBA. E binu di omo sika akọ offshore account. Bank wa manoni. Secured. Na ye de kakra wa ha no. Eno de wo ji asem beba ho. There be me ji say aban debt exchange program no over to me akoso. Let us sit down and be ingenious in identifying why a bit to me afaso ISA. Then workers are suffering any motor any receiving there. There's no way a bit to me account.
The other question is and listening to Dr. Anthony Albano, he made a point. Say Omatro Akoma Finance Ministry say pension funds are investing in government bonds in and buying exempt fee debt exchange program emu. Government has also said say omo running omo numbers no esha through this program no they want holders of domestic debt to voluntarily exchange approximately 137 billion Ghana cedis of the domestic note and bonds of the Republic, including ESLA Dache bonds, for a package of new bonds to be issued by the Republic. Abai Eyususa calculations when are presented to IMF for Mudianya staff level agreement. Anything ebe rocket these numbers no and sure na Abai program with IMF no they are some about no
program with IMF so we see kakoye confer omanfo sika na wo de kwa omanfo pension now de kwa so what from the pension na wo de koye wo de ko sia wo wa e kwaju IMF bailout Now, catch them and say, me kasa, IMF, and consultation, yen, be no way, as some, Obi, one kasa, me, was saying, Musika, da ho, or pension, da ho, Obi, a one country. And all the quiet Nikuma, no catch was a yedi, because what kasa, a human and your media quiet and ye. Doesn't make sense to you. They make sense that we are all called to be patriotic. Yenina, we must sacrifice. But if we must sacrifice, you don't think that somebody must shape up that patriotic sentiment by leading by example? More can sacrifice your fire, your salary. Your friend is saying your pension sacrifice. What is the demonstration? Open demonstration. So more cast and more sacrifice. Are they sacrificing? One year Nancyana can Furata Becca say the V8 in Asifwe or Mokomu you should be. So we share Cromwa and yes, so good example. And Ankaye Castle Kenya next year year by this time. Ministers National for Ina and V8 or more fun and I'm cramming one. I would take one. Not or more driving on the shoulders of the road that muscle arena or more piano crashing rim. There is no show of sacrifice on their part. Now, so my way here for see Canada when you emphasize some of that. And you know, this particular program now, or more implementing, it's a program that tries to insulate government and its appointees. Well, a bomb who buying, a bomb investment, no more savings who buying. Now, for private sector, and a mob for one a form of castle. On mine, you see, the whole nation is made up of labor. Well, now, in believing I'm being Kaka and said, British Labour Party, no, it was not a political party. It was just an association or the coming together of labor unions. Edu Baby Nomu said there are a lot will be improved if they themselves constitute themselves a political party and select their own to go lead them. That's what they did. Baby, I do not say. Abasono, and particularly this government, no more for labor and you know, a better baby, a better labor and Kassan will have to seek political office to go and run the helm of affairs just for the purposes of taking care of labor. Because we are all laborers in our country.
But Prof, will it be factual based on understanding about this domestic debt exchange program? No, will it be factual to say more pension at that are buying afa? Because from my understanding, no, more pension said tier 3 cra ebi was SNET edi be investing in government bonds. Ebi or fund managers be investing in government bonds. Say omudi bi atosa government bonds na. Is it not the interest on side investment na aban air stagger rather than the principal
of that investment na or stagger? Yeah, yes, investment interest awo hu na 2023 cra ye
sure.
Okay. Now, what kind of initial the next year no ubenya almost say 5%. And sana near to
2024. Yeah.
Oh, when it makes sense say enya sanity. Look, enyama koso enyama ni bi o ayem to me cannot publicly because you don't also want to cause panic in the system. But enche well, say eyi nyina na aban believe in good governance. Eto de bia those who profess democracy and good governance, you know, they are the worst offenders of this system of government. What prevented the finance minister from reaching out first to the ordinary people whose contributions are going to be used? Reaching out to them, first of all, apologizing and letting the people know how they themselves played a role in bringing us to where we are. And then the nature of sacrifices that they themselves are willing to make. Moya na mwankasa mo chese essence say abantini yenso say ne ye e de aboa. And which no na fo be catch labor for say mo so monye say mo a me gidi say ye mu binom so essence ye tenema e koso asintino. We can also speak up in defense of whatever austerity measure the government may be implementing. But you do not take a decision up in issue without consulting. Now, we are person force now what the clauses be ehunehuna clauses bi bata ho say manya e the IMF program no enye yi na voluntary man join so you are on your own. Yes, labor would want to be on its own. Now if the whole public sector is shut down,
Inti the Sisiamo demand specifically and say yes, buying or debt exchange program will be to me a year on all other investment by your pensions the amen found sanka.
Pacho and one no.
For example, in your case, and I don't know if your investment how you say obi a buy juma you be our 3-tier pension. And
go on ha
yes,
I will be for the GUSS.
Okay.
Na GUSS no omo invest bebre ewo the government bonds
mo okay.
Bon. Enti no yen nyina no affect yen. Ena won so omo de ewo snit and then as for it affect everybody. Enti no ha dwen na so hu say ye mu bebre no bebre ayem penifo na nkofo obisa nkofo ase na nkofo ha BP ne hypertension ekosoro over some of these things no one sha nkofo be wu kura ansa na bia kasa ansemi ewie but yem pese some of us are determined say yemma obi a we save the sika a obekọ pension unwu ansa na me pension time aso.
Okay, now me question nimpo was say in the fan say me union member, for example, me what 3-tier pension. So me pension no snit I invest be in bond. Me fund manager I invest be ebia me juma me wo say PF bia and also me invest be in some bonds. Abaya na adwin say or best stagger interest no on those investment. Momo say and no the government should not touch it. But ebia as an individual no me wo M fund, me wo mutual fund be wo baby. Na eno so no this debt exchange no affect na eno dey mo nshada any problem we no
Then your problem share we confirm mutual fund you see experience amenya umsenya me kano me pese nyama bi wo ha look yakobo bosia de aye dwuma okay na nkofo a yabo mbosia na edi omusika na yakọ one of the me ankasa mabrewa ni sika kakra wa invest me asi yenko na yenko disinvest se na ebe ya ebetumi edi ekoshi ekotua saa aka na eda ho no mpese me boss investment bank na din because I've told myself I don't want to you don't want to create a bank run.
Yeah.
Well, yakọ en sika na aberwa ni sika no ye omosi omutua market value ma me aberwa sika no mat is 15,000. If you so now 15,000 if you say it one mon farm my over 2 weeks in here. Omuntu mintua. Abrewa o. Enti me na me so no mokaka 2 weeks in here. Into invest kana man.
Yeah, me busa our question because labor mu demand specifically was for government to exempt pension
of this no. Sa experiences ye wo we na feed into the broader picture of our pension say near what enimu he yakwa then that's pension e kudu sanso a no want to me and then they say wo gi a wo kobe na wo ahoden so mo so mo fa ma na wo bi a wo no mokosi nkonya betumi akwa aba akoye eyi kaka na wadu bebi a waba akokora waba aberewa afi yesi em fa ma wa utumi nkoma no den na abe over 2 weeks ni o from wa na omo kana nsem Nimpasika na ya jama abro. Pisika kitikiti bi enti and I have to call them. Say then atrosem ni akufisem na mudidi customers because mutia salaries. Na mutika kitwe bi a aberwa sika amfam eno mugina say we have not been able to sell securities and kaka kan sem bi a entasumu. Bon na we no yam pese be kan be because we yepe na wanhwa na o create at the attention. I don't want to bring it when I will be some question, but the point is that labor unions have come together and they are saying, say, a bank can go ahead with its debt exchange program. And never ma asumye about me on beharia. Nemum workers a pension there, they must be exempted.
Failing that, no, indefinite strike action.
And so strike action and Casano and no won't declare it that won't declare answer. Will declare strike no be take effect on 27th. Enkitaodi a ekoso no amfa desired results amba. Then 27th obia entnefi.
If se musin konwa wie na maybe, I mean, as you said, engagement should have happened a long time ago, but aban anye se mukosin konwa sisia na omu bie books ni mamu na the general consensus no koye say no, government cannot let you have your way as a more request amodi ato prono so sisia na. What would you do?
Your request the government cannot let you have your way, say.
No, for the want of a better expression, maybe I say ebia omoka say ebi omo bie books no man who say no, say omo touch mo pension na the numbers will not add up. That's what I mean actually.
Well, sir, any edin kaka no, yeah, demand no non-negotiable. And you know, one call engagement be akoso
okay.
Na say antentamwa the demand no non-negotiable, and then what we will do on 27th has also been communicated. And you know, they can still call our bluff, and then we'll be home. Then let them go for IMF bailout, and then come and run a stateless society, because there will be no state if you have all the public service shutting down. And you know where I told you more. The main is the failure to appreciate the need this particular regime. I mean, we touted their democratic credentials. Governance. Some of us, the reason why we stood behind them and made the case, say, was that we believe that they abandon good governance. No regime comes closer to them. Now, a memo papa good governance, and now you take said decisions. And that's not the first time. I've already referred you to the fact that he varied the conditions of service of labor unions of the public universities, to their disadvantage without recourse to them. And no, you know, a chile and so no more jatum so I am passing no more yen and I say, chef, a gu aquemo, and no po and then she said, Papa Bia. Now, so because so we don't want to be seen, say, as you are being overly intransigent in as a yet ye woman, I go near in San Camuago, Yabre. Yeah, ready saying can be share a jumasi be a gym wire. The be a modi wins you could do well. So I'm open as now who cause some on one.
Wow. My share what would happen from meetings and then we can have a conversation. I get the impression one of the biggest challenges relative to this program the lack of engagement on the part of government.
The lack of engagement and failure to appreciate that you goofed by not even engaging.
Absolutely.
And that kind of arrogance that is being displayed. He doesn't say anything about the fact that he could not consult. Now, what Kasana Ibatra to say, Yenina, run down the economy. We are not part. And you borrow recklessly. And now I pay that. Into no man can say, we are not managers of the economy.
Now, so borrowings, they be home with the baby Triamo.
Oh, now, you man and Kayanya then. I say, yes, you antifia, and say, you damn from 2 way. I will be some questions about it. Say, Piaka. And to know some mission as why you may be and say, boss, Bako Bruno, the player. So, why you do, man?
No, that's just by the way. I know they are just by the way.
That's the damn film.
Just by the way. My actual question is, Prof, in the Sanka, earlier, omu engage more. And can position on this pension matter can be different, Anna?
I am thinking, sir, we are rational beings. No, we are rational beings. And you know, engagement, engagement. I said, and yes, sorry, I know. You let people know the state of affairs, your own role. And some DBS say COVID in Ukraine, Russia, and so forth. I don't know. What you cry now? And it just COVID in Ukraine, and so forth. And Ghana and Africa. Minimum, if we engage, you tell us. Let us be candid with ourselves, truthful to ourselves. The Yankasa near my na mum going forward na ya sesa course yen yesa ni ayeye ya edu we bare na edikan yen ankasa na se enye ye na say aban ya wo we deciding to say maybe just even for the sake of optics no krana we decided say ministers in the from 85 for signing to 19. After all, the constitution provides for 19 cabinet ministers. Who say president and as a minister be a qua convoy be free, enemy na yateso. Sa or ye diosia by yo, who are craha, one rive at the V8. And in Yama Bia, a year honket and ketia, a bema nipa be who say, Abino also are ready, say on also sacrifice it. We are when we are. After maba leba nso monso so no moka ho monso yesremo ebi ase ne se na fe with the assurance mpo aba yeti ase se enye Ghana fo nyina na be pension 2023 enti sika kakra bi ebe wo ho a megidi se bi a obi no mo pension abi a ebetumi edi etuomo na anso a aban no ayese ye bebo I mean ye kasa na nkita hodie no esaya me say akoma beto yim na nipa nso be den ebeti ase na ne hye amanfo bebribufo no is the fact that you are not consulted and then every public position of the finance minister shows now kasa nya to create scriptures na for but everything shows that he still wants to impose without even accepting say on one kasa na one kasa no were part of the creators of the problem. And now amount for intimate assay.
Professor Ransford Gyampo, my nasi, Bibiani, a best about Bidin Comobio. Why? Yeah, that's a pa. Professor Ransford Gyampo, a secretary, Emma UTAG, University